This is the Guardians and Gladiators podcast, Special Olympics based show with your hosts, Lauzie and Coach.
Here we are, and welcome to today's episode of Guardians and Gladiators. I'm your host, Lauzie, and as always, good with me is my co-host, Coach. How are you?
Very good, buddy. Thanks for asking. How's your week been?
Good.
Excellent.
Just finished off a golf tournament on Monday.
How'd that go?
Good. I came fifth.
Fifth.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
It's all right.
Yeah. Stiff competition out there this
Yeah,
this
a little
time?
bit.
Yeah. That's good. What else is new?
Not too much.
Not too much?
No.
That's good. I haven't done too much. Actually, we came back from track meet, so that was pretty good. We'll have to get into more of that shortly with our guests who are sitting across from us today.
Yes.
Who do we have here?
Well, we have a Special Olympic athlete named Sara Albers. In opinions, she is the fastest woman in Special Olympics.
She is pretty quick. She is pretty quick. Say hi,
And,
Sarah.
and beside her is the Carrie Fraser of Special Olympic floor hockey referees. Mr. Dennis, how are you?
Wonderful, Chris. Carrie Fraser. I actually went to a clinic with him.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where he learns to keep the whistle in the pocket.
Good one. Yeah. I've been known to do that once in a while. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thank you both for coming over. I know this is the first time for both of you on the show. It's a little bit of an upgrade. If you haven't seen or heard the show last time, it was all done on Zoom. So we're happy now that Chris can finally be in person doing these shows. So
Yeah.
You can imagine.
I know this was probably what he was initially imagining.
Yes.
What his show would be like.
This is where the end game was going to, what COVID came.
Yeah. COVID. So yeah, thanks for coming out. What we do normally here is we just kind of ask you guys some questions. We keep it Special Olympics for the most part related. If there's any stories outside of that, we go on that. We have put in a new segment on here, which is called Dad Joke of the Day.
Yes.
Which I think we should do now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
it.
Let's get it out of the way. Yeah. So this is Chris's favorite one. And again, since obviously 3 out of 4 of us here are dads, you can't beat the good old dad joke, right? Like those are just they're so good. So today's joke. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What is blue and not heavy?
Blue and not heavy.
What is blue and not heavy?
And not heavy.
I don't know.
Light blue.
And hence, bad joke of the day.
That
I
is
remember
funny.
that one. Good one. Good one, Don.
Oh, boy.
Still like that.
That's,
Okay.
Well, speaking of recap, like I said, we were at the Brantford Hometown Games track and field event this past weekend. That went pretty well for London, I think. London Lightning did pretty impressive. I think we came in first in just about every event.
Almost.
Just about every
One
event.
or two.
wow.
First, second in just about every event. Sarah, how did you do?
I did pretty well. I came 2 first place and 3 second places.
In?
So the first place I came in 400 meter run and javelin. And the second place. I came in the 200, long jump, and shot put.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think of how many athletes did we end up having to go?
23.
We had 23. And I think all of them.
Every single one came home with multiple medals.
I don't think there was
Wow.
an athlete that didn't have more than one medal.
There are multiple.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So needless to say, I think we cleaned up.
There was a good story about that, if I may.
Go for it.
We had a little athlete, new. She'd been out 4 times. Her name was Allison. And I wasn't going to let her go to the games because she's only 8 years old.
Wow.
But because of the age limit, there are restrictions. But then I found out it's called hometown games. So they kind of washed the age restriction away. So I called her mom and said, would you like to go? She said, yeah. So she participated in the 50 meter, 100 meter, 200, shot put, and long jump, and came home with 5 gold.
Wow.
5.
Oh.
Yeah, she cleaned up on
That-
all of them.
Oh, wow.
She's the upcoming Sara
Wow.
Albers. That's what she
Wow.
is. 8 years
That's
old.
great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Great.
she was very, very, very timid on her first practice when she came.
Oh yeah.
She barely didn't want to do anything. But yeah, she came out and she had a great time. And obviously she did pretty well.
Wouldn't come into the gym. Now she's
Yeah.
getting familiarized with everybody.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it was pretty good. What was your favorite event there at the track?
Well, my favorite event was the javelin because I felt really good. I was a really good thrower at the javelin. My challenging event was that I conquered this by practicing was the 400 meter run. I had no idea that I was going to jump right in front of everybody except for one the competitor went ahead.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good. I know. And you did the for fun relay too, right? At the end.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun, and then we cheer all each other on, just like we usually do.
Yeah. No, that was a good time at the end there. So yeah, I was really surprised at how well we all did. I know there was some pretty stiff competition, especially the running categories or the running events there. There were some male athletes there that looked pretty strong. So
yeah, Kate Kitchener Waterloo usually always have some good.
Yeah.
Same thing in floor hockey.
Yep.
She knows about that.
yeah. So
Yep.
I was just making sure that at least all of our athletes did well in shot put because first time shot put coach there. I wanted to make sure that everybody did okay.
He took over from me, eh?
Yeah.
Everybody got him out. Oh, thank you. We got some first and second. So yes.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Todd did his job. How was golf?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about 80 golfers that day.
80.
Yeah.
I thought there was only 57.
Well, 57, 80.
They're all close.
It was a busy afternoon.
5 minutes.
Yeah. That's good. Weather held out. That was all right. Didn't get rained on.
Like Rick said, he can do a wedding through him.
No
Not going to
kidding.
get rained on.
Must be. That's good advertising for him. Jeepers. Man, oh man. That's good. So you came in 5th.
Yeah.
Who were you golfing with?
So what happens is you have your own little group, but that's not the people that you're really golfing against.
Mhm.
So
Is it like an age thing as well?
No.
Or
no.
skill level or
Yeah, basically. So it goes by your score.
Yeah.
And they just divide you up in
Okay.
divisions that way.
Right. That's cool. So 5th in your division. So who came first in your division then?
An out of towner.
Nobody from London, eh?
No.
Ah.
Johnny Figs came second though.
hmm That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Rick Buck
Mm-hmm.
shot a 1 over.
1 over.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Not having a good day.
He Just shot one over.
Oh, so I guess he didn't work in his clubs then. He had all these new tailor-made custom clubs that his irons, he said,
Yeah.
he just got. And he hadn't really played with them all that much. So
Good excuse. Golfers are good at that.
Yeah.
So it was a par 36. He did 37.
Nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you shot?
A 52.
That's not bad. Honestly, you know what? That's probably better than I could ever shoot there.
Yeah.
Now, did you shoot all 18 or was it just 9?
9 holes.
Oh, it was just 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I played there like 15 or 20 years ago, and I probably
Where'd you play?
Huh?
What course?
The Fox.
Oh, the Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's a nice course. Used to be a member out there.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the pond was all dried up on the whole floor. So
So you didn't lose a ball there?
No. That was okay.
You still get 2 strokes if you hit it, though?
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Crap.
And
That sucks.
I never lost any ball that day.
No?
No.
Nice. That's always good.
Yeah.
Because I think I usually lose, let's see, probably a ball a hole.
Oh,
No,
you
not that
probably
bad.
try to kill it. You're a big guy.
Not that bad. Not that bad. Although I think the last golf tournament I did this year, I probably went through about 7 or 8 balls.
Yeah.
But it was at a really nice course.
But the other thing is, they make golf balls every day, right?
Exactly.
So, you never
Yeah.
run out.
Yeah, I know. I probably got 400 out in the garage, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Now, track and field, is that the only event that or sport that you play, Sarah? Or
No,
What
I
else do you
also do the speed skating as well.
oh,
It took me years of practice to get on those big skates.
Yeah?
Like,
because they got the big long blades,
like,
right?
yeah, the big long blades. I started. Now here's the funny part. I started with the silver blades
Yep.
I had, and then they upgraded my skates to the golden blades.
Ooh. Does it actually make a difference?
Yeah, it could be different or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did competed in Thunder Bay
Mhm.
in Austria as well.
For speed skating.
For speed skating.
Nice.
Yes. And I came in 2nd and 3rd
Nice.
for Thunder Bay.
Mhm.
And I got a little bit of gold as well.
Nice.
Like I got each color.
Holy cow.
Wow.
And in Austria, I think I got a silver and a bronze
Yeah.
for the World Games
Wow.
in Austria.
Holy cow.
Yep. And then we just went to Toronto, I think the past month
Mhm.
or so. And we celebrated our 2 years of being apart. Never got into competition or anything. But
Oh.
we
The
celebrated our
The
training.
longest Team Canada in Special Olympic history that never played any sport. like
Right.
the
Was
Worlds.
that the thing that was just on TSN
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I just started watching that. I didn't get through it
Yeah.
all yet. So
on the track and field.
look at you.
And I came in first place in the long jump. And I think the bronze in
Yeah.
like in one of my runs,
Yeah.
I think the 400 or the 2.
Yeah.
But I think it was the 400. The
200.
200. Okay. I can't tell the part.
I remember. And it was a silver.
It's silver, yes. I meant silver.
Yeah. So you got a lot of medals.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
whole
so-
bunch of them actually because I've been around the world
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, so okay. So you've been to 2 World Games then?
Yeah.
So the summer for Greece and
And skating for them. And then when she went to Greece, she was the youngest Team Canada member at 14, just turning 15.
holy
Wow.
cow.
Ever.
Holy moly.
Yeah. She's
Wow.
quite an accomplishment.
So you've been at this for a while then.
Yeah, I've been at this. I've been in Special Olympics since the age of 9.
Okay. So how old are you now then?
I'm 26 right now.
Wow. Holy cow.
Wow.
There you go.
So 12, 13 years
Yeah.
for Sarah.
A lot of medals then. Good for you.
Yeah.
What was your favorite world game?
I think even though it was hot, I really liked Athens
Yeah.
because I'd never seen Athens, Greece before.
No?
Never.
Nice. Enjoyed the food and the people and
Your town.
Yeah, I just enjoyed the country there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I learned lots.
Where were you staying? Get a load of this, guys.
Well, I was staying in a hotel actually.
Yeah, but where was
Like
right
a
outside your
condo.
hotel door?
Door.
The ocean.
The ocean.
Oh.
Wow. Like a condo.
Right on beach and ocean.
Yeah.
just the ocean, you know. It's nothing much.
Yes, but before I went to Athens, I also went to Rose Island a little bit to stay there. And I gotta tell you, it was still by the ocean a little bit,
Yeah.
but like when I walked into like the hotel room, I'm like, oh my god, you can fit 4 people in here.
It's quite the hotel then. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Pretty good.
Well, you must be for Team Canada, right? They want
Yeah.
to make sure
Yes,
that
of course. It's
That's
for Team
true, right?
Canada,
Right?
always.
you're. Holy cow. Holy
So,
moly.
when did you start with Special Olympics, Dennis?
Once upon a time, 29 years ago.
We're gonna be here all night.
Yeah, 1993. Here in London, but I started in 1990 in Ottawa, where before we moved to London.
Oh yeah.
So it's been a ride, and it's probably been the best decision I ever made is working with Special Olympics, because I've always said it from day one. I think I get more from them than I can give them. It's just phenomenal. Their willpower. You guys like Chris right here, who organizes this Gladiators and Guardians, been around, easy to talk to, been great.
Yeah.
And it's been good along the way.
Yeah.
I was like Sarah, I've been to 4 World Games.
Oh.
Yeah. I've taught floor hockey refereeing in Singapore, Japan, United States, Alaska.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oof.
I've been pretty fortunate with
Yeah.
it.
That's awesome.
Bit fortunate.
Yeah.
Served on council as 4 terms as president.
Yeah.
Chair and coach and referee, as Chris says. That's a good allegation. I love that, Chris. I gotta take that. As
You
a
know
good
what?
one.
I can tell you right now.
I don't
like-
think people remember Carrie Fraser.
You have to put that on your email signature.
Yeah. Desperate Talk like Carrie Fraser. Put the whistle in your pocket.
My first sport before I joined the Swedes game, my first sport was the floor hockey, actually.
Yeah.
And I think Dennis or Bill Mills was the ref, and I used to see them there all the time. And they used to tell me, hey, Sarah, you're going to hit the crease line. I'm like, okay. Thanks for the tip, ref.
I think Chris knows how I call the hockey game, eh, Chris?
A little loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, some fun.
Yeah, I still
quality
where his
stories.
whistle was, and he put me in the box.
I know. It's good.
I'm gonna have to rein him in next season there if he gets a little lippy there.
I'm hoping to be back. My ankle hopefully is all fixed by then.
Yeah.
So I'll be back with the whistle, Chris.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to over the summer, right?
Yeah.
We can set you up with the camera. You can be a video judge. Instant replay. He was in the crease. Your toe was in the crease, Chris.
As I'm still standing at halfway of the gym floor.
Yes.
But you know what? The one thing I learned and stuff, and then the other player, I was the very youngest player on the floor hockey team. The only thing that the other players did not know is I already scored on their goalie right behind.
Nice. Yeah. You know, you did mention that, you know, you definitely get more out than you give in.
Absolutely.
That seems to be a very common theme with a lot of the volunteers.
It's true. I mean, I look at the majority of all our volunteers are in it to give back to the players some of their skills and knowledge, and make them a better team player, a better skilled player themselves, in all sports. Like you look at basketball, bocce, golf. Look at how long we've only started golf, like 7 years, 6-7 years.
Yeah.
And we're doing phenomenal, like through Rick Walker and Ann Ralph, who's, I guess she's the manager there.
Yep.
Yeah, they're doing good, but it's this practice and the coaching.
Yeah. Now, do you find, because like I'm just in it as a volunteer coach, like that was the only thing why I came in it. Now, are you finding now that a lot of the coaches are like not involved with Special Olympics because they have an athlete in there, or like is it still?
No, I think you get a fair mix. I think that, well, for example, on our track team, we had a few coaches that have athletes. You have Dennis Rolfe, you have the Nyhoots, you know. So there are a combination of both. Yeah. But most parents don't like to coach their own kids. You know, it's pretty hard, you know, like you're with them all day. So you don't want to be with them again, you know, at the coaching. Yeah. But it's good. And what I think has really helped now is that through Special Olympics Canada, Ontario, and the NCC program, the coaching that they're making them take the courses. They become more knowledgeable in the rules of the game, no matter what sport. And then Special Olympics itself is making them take courses to understand the different types of athletes' level of understanding and work, whether they got autism, you know. And I think that's just absolutely phenomenal steps going forward. Just making us better coaches and making them better athletes.
Yeah, because if there's better coaches, it rubs off on the athletes, right? Like
absolutely,
yes. But also sometimes, like, parents could give their children athletes some advices and everything. Like my family always tells me, like, oh, just try your best out there, Sarah. Don't worry about the other athletes or don't worry about the time. Just worry about yourself and everything like that.
This point in hand, Chris plays on the B team in floor hockey. So, I mean, he knows the rules. He knows the coaches. He knows the game. And he's not afraid to give his opinion. I think he's just got to learn to level it down a little bit. But, I mean, it just goes to show you. And he learned that through, you know, practice and the refereeing. So it just goes to show you the athletes are more knowledgeable of what they're doing in the game itself, no matter what sport.
I find it definitely, if they enjoy it a lot, they tend to know it a little bit better. And
yeah, absolutely.
I learned a lot from this guy.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, it looks like Chris got a lot of experience on his hands. He doesn't even need like almost a coach to tell him what to do and stuff, because he already knows what to do.
I guess we'll find out this fall, eh?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
I'm taking over the head coach as the B team.
So, be prepared.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna have my hands
we'll
full
talk
with some of the
if
guys.
you need some help.
Well, I was ribbing them enough in our old practices there, so I think we'll be fine.
Yeah,
we've got a good staff and
the
athletes. Those guys they're hoots. So
well, they've been together. How long is that team? You have a few new ones, but Been together for a while.
Since the first provincials that I was part of, 2007, we went to Toronto. So
that's 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get to know each other.
And how many tournaments have you guys been to then?
Oh,
Like where you've done like really well?
Sudbury would be the closest one. No, Ottawa.
Yeah.
Ottawa. Silver.
Yeah. That was a great, they were picked to win it.
Yeah.
They beat the team that you lost to in the championship game, quite handily. But their goaltender was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Decided to stand on his head that day.
Just ran into one of these hot goalies.
We went up 5. I think we scored 3 back. Last 5-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
And that well, the B team.
Yeah. And that was a provincial.
That was the provincial games.
Right?
Yeah.
Provincial games. Yeah.
So what would happen if you won that one? Like what would happen then?
They would then got selected for the Canadian games.
Yep.
And depending on how they did there, if they ended up in first place,
right,
then get selected as Canada's representative for that level.
Oh, okay.
For the Worlds.
Right.
So that's every 2 years, right?
Right.
Yep.
Because the next one's in 2024 in Calgary for the Worlds, right?
Yep.
So we're aiming. That's what we're.
It's the Winter Games.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what we're gonna work towards. We got to figure out if there's any provincial games that we can qualify.
There will
for
be
that,
provincial. There has to be, because you have to qualify through the province.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm working on provincials and then qualifiers. So I'm working on 2 of those almost at the same time.
For which sports?
For the World Games in Calgary for the speed skating.
Right. So do you do that during the summer too then, or is that just in the winter?
No, the speed skating is just for the winter.
Yeah.
I practice a couple of hours on the ice. And I feel like every time in the competition, I feel like I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Where do they do the speed skating?
They do it at the Western Fair Sports Center.
Oh, okay. So on the big
On the big ice.
On the big ice. Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. I go down and watch.
Yeah.
Once in a while. Oh yeah, I go and watch baseball.
Yeah.
Something to do.
Yeah.
To kill
Sure.
time. When you're retired, you know what else you do? Go watch the sports.
Why not? Why not?
That's right. Why not?
So do you have those the speed skating rollerblades? You can do that during the summer?
No, I don't rollerblade.
No?
I just do the ice, actually.
Just the ice, eh? Just to keep your legs in shape, but I guess you do the running, right? So that's okay.
Yeah, I do the running in the
summer.
Around my neighborhood, but the ice time for me is on the skates.
Just on the skates, eh?
When Sarah went to the Furlsburg games, I was her dedicated coach.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd go to the Good Life and work out 2-3 times a week, and a lot of it was all footwork. All footwork.
Yep.
It's amazing how well she got and balance. I mean, of course, running, you need that balance and flexibility.
Yep.
Yeah. It's well, really good.
Yeah. And then now I'm still keeping up Dennis's training and the leg work by doing a cycling class in the Good Life Fitness we used to go to at Sherwood Mall. I'm taking classes at night every Wednesday night, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm working really hard on it, and I sweat right through the class.
Yeah. Good. Good for you. That's good. I mean, if you want to compete at that world level, right? You need to make sure that you stay in shape and get your workouts in, and I mean, take a little break every now and then, but take a little break, win some medals at track and field.
Take a couple of weeks off. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
What do we do here? I don't have my notes. This is really bad.
Isn't that called aging, Chris?
Yeah. hey, he's a little younger than me, so hey, watch it.
No way, you're younger than me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I'm 82. I'm 1982. I'm not 82 years old. You said you were born 1985, right? 1984. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm 2 years older than you.
So he's old. Yeah, then maybe, age is kicking.
I have a couple gray hairs. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay.
At least you got hair.
Stop it. He's going to be a ref.
Now, yeah, like I usually just do like the same questions. I know it might sound repetitive to some of the listeners, but I like to see, some of the different perspectives, why should people volunteer with Special Olympics? And I'd like to, hear it from both sides, right? Like
Sure.
one from the athlete, why should people be an athlete?
Well, if people want to do like the sports they love to do, Special Olympics has got it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it doesn't matter like what disabilities that people have, whether they're like any disabilities or challenges.
Mm-hmm.
They can always join Special Olympics,
Right.
as well.
Yeah. So, like, what drove you to join Special Olympics then? Like,
So what drove me into the Special Olympics
Yeah.
was I wanted to do like a little bit like soccer or a little bit competitive
Yep.
Sports, but I also like to make new friends
Mhm.
as well. So that's what drove me into the Special Olympics. And my mother introduced me to Special Olympics website,
Yep.
saying, "Hey Sarah, I think all these sports, I think you could do this instead of really competing.
Yeah.
Competitive and like really risky sports."
Mhm.
So I did join,
Mhm.
and after that, when I joined, I'm like, wow, this is really amazing. These coaches know what they're doing.
Yeah.
These athletes that I'm meeting are going to be my good friends throughout the years.
so do you have like some of the athletes now that you like compete with?
Yeah.
Like, who were some of the ones that you started with?
Well, I started with the best way to describe it is all the athletes that come together around the world, around all the provinces and everything.
Yep.
Sometimes, like when they're feeling down or after the races when they feel bad and didn't like cross the finish line first and stuff, I always tell them it doesn't matter
Right.
if you win or lose.
Right.
You always try your best. And you're a winner anyways.
Yeah, because you're doing it, right? Like you've got to
Exactly.
that point,
Yeah.
which sounds a lot like the creed, right? The Special Olympics creed. Yeah, and what is that?
Oh, hang on.
Go for it, both of you.
Let me win.
Win. But if
If
I
I
cannot
can't
win, let me be brave for the attempt.
Right.
So on our old show, I would get the athlete guest to say that. Can you tell us when you were braved in the attempt?
Yeah, I was brave in the attempt because I tried my best in all my races, and each time I crossed that finishing line, I'm like, yes, I am a winner. I am not. I didn't lose, or it didn't matter if I lose. I will always be brave for the attempt, no matter what.
Yeah. And that's a great attitude to have.
Yeah.
Fantastic attitude to have. Right?
Fantastic.
Like
Unbelievable.
I almost wish that when I was doing sports at an early age, because I get super competitive, and it wasn't until just like probably in the last 5 or so years where it's just like, you know what, like
Don't have to be that way anymore.
I don't have to be that way anymore, right? Like, if I lost, I would take it so personally, and it would just rock me for like a week, and I couldn't get over it. And if I had like a creed or a saying like that.
Well, I did run into like an athlete that was so like depressing that she lost. I think she was part of the Jamaica team. But she was so depressed. She was crying and everything. And I saw a volunteer like go over to her and like try to calm her down. While we were waiting to go on the podium, I walked over to her and said, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And then she looks at me with her tears in her eyes, says like, "It's okay. You're still a winner.
Yeah.
You never lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't think about that." And then I said something to her that really made her happy. I'm like, "Hey, why don't you sit on the podium with me?
Oh, that's
It will raise both of our hands, and then you can feel like you're a winner, no matter like."
Amazing. That's awesome, Sarah.
Yeah.
That's. I'm gonna cry myself. Holy shit. Jeez.
I've shed many tears over the years. With
I touched his heart.
Jeez. Holy moly. That is really, really awesome. Like, and you know what? Like that, the same thing sort of happened at the track meet last weekend, right? Like in the 100-meter dash. One athlete that was ahead of ours, she had what seemed like, I think it was a seizure, and she fell.
Mm-hmm.
And our athletes, she didn't even, well, she eventually did after, she was told to, but she stopped.
Yes.
And made sure that she was okay. Like the race meant absolutely nothing to her at that point.
No,
I heard that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where do you see that in junior sports?
Never.
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 Right.
Like
Yes.
hardly ever. Like
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
The odd time it might.
yeah.
But no.
And I wanted to tell you that was my athlete fan, Marilyn. She did stop at the finishing line, and the race didn't matter to her, but she wanted to make sure the girl was okay because she was really like seizing or something and unconscious and everything, but she just wanted to make sure she was okay. And then after that, she just went off and enjoyed herself.
Yeah. Well, she finished the race. She got up, finished the race, went back to her.
Yes. And then went out to enjoy whatever she did, and she was hoping the girl was okay. Yeah. And she was really grateful. And I gotta say, the girl that Marilyn helped out, I bet she was really grateful to her for helping her out, no matter what.
Yeah. So that's a good reason. Good reason. What about you?
What about me?
Yeah.
Why should people get involved?
Yeah.
I think for several reasons. One, if you have some talent, wouldn't it be nice to share with others? To help them get better.
Yeah.
Two, you want to feel rewarded by doing something?
Mm-hmm.
Go to Special Olympics. They're not looking for the best. You don't have to be a top-rated coach or an athlete to help out.
Mm-hmm.
Your help and presence being there makes a difference. Yeah. And the time commitment, it's not a lot. Like for floor hockey, it's one practice a week for maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Time you're there and go home. Same with track.
Yeah.
An hour and a half practice once a week. I mean, it's a lot of time. So, and I think the end part of it all, when you look at the different skills you can bring and get back, is when you join Special Olympics as a coach or an athlete, you're in a family. Mm-hmm. It becomes a family. Bill Mills, I remember I joined. Once you join, you can't leave.
I'm finding that.
You're stuck.
There's no way out. You're not going. You're staying in. And it's true. You become a family. I mean,
family.
I would say this year's track coaches that we had, 15 of them, for 28 athletes. So that's like 1 to 2 ratio. Yeah. It was just absolutely phenomenal. They were all willing to do anything. What do you want me to do? Where can I go and help? What do you want? You don't see that other places, because it's all about the competition.
Yeah.
And as Chris and Sarah said on the oath, it's very different.
Yeah.
The emphasis is on the athlete, not on the win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to win,
Obviously.
but it's not that bad to lose either.
No.
Because you learn.
Yep.
You learn. Yeah. And,
See,
I-
three different guesses, and that's three different answers.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that way should be.
No, it's
Too.
good. No, like I said, we like to get,
Yeah.
the different,
It's a great answer, a great question. Like, why should people join it? I mean,
Yeah.
I would encourage anybody just come out and watch once or twice,
yeah.
and then see what you can do, because everybody has something to offer, whether
Well-
it's a team manager or secretary.
Yeah.
Like in track, we had Todd's son Jeremy. He just kept retrieving those javelins.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
And
Yeah.
also, like, if there's somebody new that like is watching and everything, and you know what, for us, we'll just turn to them and say, "Hey, would you like to try?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to make them more welcome in
Yep.
the Special Olympics,
Welcome and comfortable.
rather than like
Look
forcing or something like
Yeah.
that.
Look at Allison.
Yeah.
Look at Millie this year. Look at all the new athletes we had, young ones. Daniel, another 70. Everybody.
Oh, Daniel's a hoot.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, and Melly too. Like you
Yeah.
said, she was new
Melly.
this year, and she's
AJ,
180 degrees. Like, yeah, AJ, Aiden,
Aiden.
Melly. Like when those first weeks that they were there, like super quiet, and then like all of them, they're just
Yeah.
like they're
Well,
almost as loud as Sarah.
As
but-
Chris said,
Uh,
COVID really
yeah.
put a big set us back
Yeah.
quite a bit. Like,
Yes, it did.
It did, but they're all out now, and we're all shining, and it's
Yeah.
just wonderful.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I gotta say, and this might be a little bit touchy, but to all the I know Ukraine is fighting right now,
Mhm.
especially for the Ukrainian athletes. But I just want to say to them, just keep your hopes up and keep hanging on, and your gains will come.
Should be a coach.
It's gonna take a lot more skills to be a coach.
Hey, you're gonna take over Kimmy's job and be a coach there.
Yeah. And that's another, as you just mentioned, I mean, look at track. We have 2 athlete coaches now.
Yep.
So that, that just shows how it's spreading, how they're giving back to the group.
Yeah.
And how many athletes volunteer at different tournaments. It's phenomenal.
Is it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, how many World Games have you been to then?
I've been to 4.
Yeah,
4 World Games.
Yeah.
Yep. And
all as coach.
3. I've been Boise, Alaska, Korea, Japan, World Games.
Yeah.
And I've been to 3 Canadian National Games.
Wow.
I've been, all the winter provincial games. I've been there one. Well, because of refereeing.
Yeah.
And I used to be like the convener for the thing. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a lot. Yeah. Yep. Won some nice awards.
Wow. That's fun.
Yeah.
Really hoping that I can do that, but
Yeah.
we're gonna make our mark here, I think, in hockey this year.
I think so.
I think so.
Not if I'm refereeing.
That's right. There goes that.
I know. I know. Well, I've laid into a few refs coaching hockey, so oof.
You better watch out for
No,
Dennis,
no,
ref, because he's gonna
Yeah.
watch you like
Watch- He comes in, hey, oh, here comes this stripes. Great. I haven't gotten any bench minors yet, but I've come very, very close.
Yeah. No, just a joke.
Yeah.
Just a joke.
Sure. Now I don't know too much about this. I've actually seen this week that it is the Choose to Include week.
Inclusion.
Yes, the inclusion.
Inclusion
Yeah,
week,
choose
yeah.
to include.
That-
That's hashtag choose to include.
Yeah.
So what's this inclusion all about?
One.
Yeah.
Bringing everything to one.
Yeah.
Inclusion. That's like a model
Mhm.
from, it came, I think, from Special Olympics Canada
Yeah.
to Ontario.
Yeah.
And you notice our license plates. Did you
Oh,
get yours?
yep,
Uns?
yep.
Inclusion.
Yep.
In sports, it's just trying to
Inclusion.
bring it all together.
Everybody's allowed, right?
Everybody's allowed. There's
Everybody
no.
loves.
It's like saying the R word. You know, like everybody's included.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I'll tell you, it's great. And I think that they change it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because we had the R word several years back. Then we had the roses,
Mhm.
distribute of the Rose Day. We were downtown and just give roses to the ladies and men.
No way.
As they just come by, just said, pass it on.
Really?
Yeah.
And so like just all like had athletes out there doing that, or
We had
just
athletes and
volunteers
coaches and parents.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and just pass it on, you know.
Oh, that's so
You
cool.
don't want to bring it to work.
Yeah.
There's somebody there that need it,
Yeah.
right? I remember that show.
Yeah.
Plate forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I find that sometimes there needs to be a little bit more sort of advertising about Special Olympics and just
I
mean-
would like to see that. I think we do a good job. because-
yeah, no. I
no, I
for
mean,
sure, but
Yeah.
From our side, the community.
yeah.
I mean, look at Facebook. I mean, remember we talked earlier today, Todd. I think you need to get this Gladiators and Guardians out more on Facebook as a podcast.
Yeah.
People got to be aware. Like
Yeah.
when you get this done, I'm going to send it out to all the athletes and coaches and parents on track and field.
Yeah, because I did mention it to some of the parents and some of the coaches, and they weren't too clear, weren't too sure about it. Like
Yeah.
haven't
I
heard,
mean-
like they've kind of heard about it, but I mean it's definitely something that we're working on, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
I mean, Chris and Todd, I mean, look at the views you're getting shared by athlete and by coaches
Yeah.
and other people who, you know, volunteers, like their expense,
Yeah.
you know, and Lewis.
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, I think since we've done this
Phenomenal.
format, our viewership has
Doubled.
gone up
Yeah.
quite a bit. Since we've put it on our YouTube channel now so that you can actually see it and do that. I think we're getting a little bit more traction there
Yeah.
than we are on the audio, which is fine. I mean, like as long as it's getting out, right? Like that's what Chris's original vision was, right? Like highlight the athletes and the coaches,
get the
and-
message out. Yeah.
and Special
Yeah.
Olympics.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
that was your
That was it.
and I'll give you both a lot of credit, both Todd and Chris, for doing this because it is fantastic.
I just make it look good. He's the
Yeah,
one that
well,
runs this
Chris,
whole
I'll
thing.
give him.
Yeah.
Chris, you get 75.
Yeah.
Todd gets 25%.
That's right. That's right.
I
Wait a
can
minute.
share.
What a minute.
Fantastic. I just think it's super nice, super great.
It's good. Well, I mean, do you have any more like fun stories or funny things that have happened at World Games? Any pranks or
No pranks.
No pranks? Really? I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
But here's one funny thing I'll
All right.
tell you.
go?
I think I was sleeping in bed still, and I think my roommate or something just tried to pour water down my back. I'm like, God, I'm awake. I'm awake.
I can only imagine what the hockey team would be like. You guys are probably a bunch of
not everybody.
no,
No.
just you.
I think we went to a Peterborough, I think, or tournament there all the time. One of our coaches was it Wayne and forget the other guy's name now, but we were in the hotel because it was a night left Friday night to play on the Saturday kind of thing. And right when they got into their room. I called the room from my room and sounded like a lady. I'm like, hello, your TV's up too loud and we're trying to sleep. And he's like, what the we just got in our damn room. Well, why are you making so much noise? We're trying to sleep. He got so mad. He was like, he was gonna throw the phone or something. And I was like, hey, calm down. He's like, it's you, Chris. What are you doing?
I think I heard that like one of our Special Olympic athletes, I think this time in a competition or a training camp, I'm not quite sure, but I heard like 2 athletes are being really loud or arguing or something, and my roommate and I were sitting out, we're like, can you keep it down, please? Or else we're gonna have to go get the couch see if the guys are fighting.
Oh no.
Like, oh my god. They're like, okay, I'll try and keep it down. He started playing loud music or just arguing. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
goodness. That's funny. All the fun stuff. No funny stories you haven't had to.
Well, there was a couple, but I don't know if I should put them on there. I'll tell you,
change the names.
there's been a lot of funny things that have happened, but you know, as a referee, when I go to the World Games, it's nothing. I mean, you see funny things, but the game is so intense.
Yeah,
so
it's hard to notice.
it's you know, it's viewed at a different way. People don't like officials, right?
No.
In the first place.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's but there's a lot of, like, the World Games Japan, all the referees, we all dressed up in kimonos with Japanese headbands.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Some of them should be on kimonos. We had some big boys there. Thought you would look small.
Oh, geez. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I gotta tell you, this is really funny.
Yeah, make the whole sport fun.
Yeah.
You know, when I coach, make it fun.
Yeah.
Make it enjoyable.
I think I
Cheer
did.
them on.
I hope so.
Yes.
I hope I made shot put fun.
Just make it
Yes,
enjoyable.
you did. And you also gave me encouragement on like stepping on that, not stepping right to the board,
Yeah.
not over the board.
Not over the board. I was glad that I actually brought it that the last couple weeks there. So, but, yeah. I'm good. Do you have any more questions?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you good? The last question, and again,
Oh,
this
yes.
is the one question that we ask everybody. Chips or sweets? Chips or sweets?
Chips or
Sweets.
Sweets. Like anything.
Yeah. What do you prefer? Chips or sweets?
you got me dumbfounded. Chips.
There you go. What do you prefer? If I got on the table, you have a bag of chips or a bag of candy, what are you gonna go for?
Chips.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go with the same. I'm gonna go with the same.
Sweets. What do you Okay. Next time I think chips, potato chips, or candy sweets.
Wow.
I had to think. I thought I was getting baited there. Yeah, chips. Okay. Finished.
Oh my god.
This has never happened before.
No, that's it.
First time for everything, guys.
Oh, that was awesome.
And I even wore my hearing aids.
Is it on?
Is there interference here with all this stuff? Oh my god. Oh man.
Okay. It's been a good time. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, my
wow.
God.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, again, I want to thank you both for coming.
Of
course.
You know, it's always nice to hear from athletes, and you know, it's cool that you've been, you know, we've got a world medalist athlete here, so that's cool.
Yeah.
We're very honored that that you both came on and that you could share your experience with us and
No problem.
hopefully the listeners and watchers. So
Absolutely.
again, like we're trying to encourage, you know, people who aren't involved in the Special Olympics, both as volunteers, coaches,
Yes.
and as athletes, right?
Yep.
Like, you know, we want to make sure that people know that there's a place where they can be great, right? Like,
There's always a spot for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
right? They can be included.
Yeah, and then this is the one thing you will say: do not be afraid. The Special Olympics is always open if you want to try it.
Right. And I think that's who was it Rick or was it Derek who said that, like, you know, Special Olympics, you know, it's not, you're not going to get cut. Like there's
Rick.
no,
Rick
it was
Walker.
Rick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was his issue with Jamie, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's
There's no cuts.
that's the biggest thing, right? Like it's not a
Once
thing
you
where
start your family.
right.
End
You're
of
in,
story.
you're part of the team, you know, that's it.
And we change you to the team. And go
I
once
know.
you start.
It just keeps getting more and more and more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's ultimately the goal, right? For both of us. Like I want to make sure that people know that they can come in. They don't have to be the greatest coach.
No.
You know, like, I mean, I've mostly coached just hockey and baseball, but multi-sport athlete, you know, I didn't think I could do it, but you can, right? Like, and you don't even have to know sports, and you can be a coach, because some of the track coaches, they don't know that stuff, right? So
Thank you.
Just-
I'd like to
Oh.
thank Chris and Todd for organizing this and running it. It's been a great hour.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
an absolute great hour. Thank
It
you
was.
very much.
it's fun. Goes quick. Goes quick. So I'm all good.
Yeah.
And again, so thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for coming
guys.
on.
You're welcome.
Chris, anything else?
No, that's good.
No words of wisdom?
Not today.
Not today?
No.
All right.
Today.
Only when the light bulb's on.
Well, if that's the case,
Yeah.
then shut her down.
Until next week, folks, be safe, be kind. See you again next time.
Bye, everybody.
Good.